Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I am going to be reading chapter 9 of Summer to Die. So let's get started. Oh, okay. Let me just see when we're ending. So I'm on page 136, which is chapter 9. I need to just check. Sorry, excuse me. Need to check. So, page 144. That's like barely anything, but if I have more time, I'll read some more. Let me see. Hold on. How much is the next chapter? Then I'll start reading. Maybe I'll read that later. Okay. Let's look at the mark. Stop. Okay. I dream of Molly again and again. Sometimes they are short, sunshine-filled dreams in which she and I are running side by side in a field filled with goldenrod. She's the old Molly, the Molly I knew all my life. The Molly with long blonde curls, and her light laugh. The Molly who runs with strong tan legs and bare feet. She runs faster than I can. In my dream, looks back at me, laughing, and I call to her, wait for me, Molly. She hands out her hand to me and calls with her hair blowing around her, streaked with sun. Come on, Meg. You can catch up if you try. I wake up. The room is dark and her bed is empty beside mine. I think of her in a hospital I have never seen and wonder if she is dreaming the same dream. Sometimes there are darker dreams of the same field. I am the one in this darker dream who has run faster. I have reached some misty destination, a dark and empty house where I stand waiting for her, watching her from a window as she runs. But the flowers in the field have begun to turn brown, as if summer is ending too soon. And Molly is stumbling. It is she who is calling to me. Meg, wait. I can't make it, Meg. And there is no way I can help her. I wake from this dream, too, in a dark and empty room from which the sound of her breathing in the next bed has gone. I have a nightmare in which a baby is born, but is old. Already at birth, the baby looks at us. Those of us who are there with aged and tired eyes, and we realize with horror that his life is ending at the very moment of its beginning. Why? We ask, and the baby doesn't answer. Molly is there, and she is angry at our asking. She shrugs coldly and turns away from... So just making sure it's recorded. Okay, good. Us. Only she knows the answer, and she won't share it with us, although we plead with her. I wake terrified that it is real. I tell my father of the dreams. When I was a very little girl, and I had nightmares, it was always my father who came to my room when I cried out. He used to turn on the light and hold me. He showed me that the dreams weren't true. Now he can't. We sat on the front steps in the evening, and I blew the gray fuzz of dying dandelions into the pink breeze as the sun was setting. The fears that come into my room in the night seem far away, but Dad said, your dreams come out of what is real. It helps some to think about what they mean. That you and Molly are going to be separated, even though you don't want to be. That you want to know why life sometimes ends too soon, but no one can answer that. I crushed the stem of a dandelion in my hand. It doesn't help understanding why I have nightmares. How can it help? It can make Molly better. It isn't fair, I said, the way I said it so often when I was a little girl. Of course it isn't fair, Dad said, but it happens. It happens, and we have to accept that. And it wasn't fair that you and Mom didn't tell me, I said, looking for someone to blame or something. You knew all along, didn't you? You knew from the very beginning. He shook his head. Meg, the doctors told us that there was a chance she would be all right. They have these medicines that they try. There is always a chance something will work. There was no way that Mom and I could tell you when there was a chance. That isn't there still a chance? He shook his head slowly. Meg, we can hope for it. We do hope for it. But the doctors say there isn't now. The medicines aren't working for Molly now. Well, I don't believe them. He put his arm around me and watched the sun setting. Then he said in his quoting voice, we are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. That's Shakespeare, Meg. I was furious. What did he know? He never knew Molly. And why Molly? Dad, I'm the one who always got into trouble. I'm the one who threw up on my own birthday cake, who broke the window in kindergarten, who stole candy from the grocery store. Molly never did anything bad. Meg, he said. Meg, don't. I don't care, I said angrily. Someone has got to explain to me why. It's a disease, Meg, he said in a tired voice. A horrible, rotten disease. It just happens. There isn't any why. What's it called? Better to know what your enemy is before you confront it. Will had told me once, Dad said, it's called acute myelogenous leukemia. Sorry. Can you say that 3 times fast? I asked him bitterly. Meg, said Dad, putting his arms around me and holding me so tight that his voice was muffled. I can't even say it once. It breaks my heart. Mom and Dad go back and forth to the hospital in Portland. They don't take me. I am too young, according to the hospital rules, to visit, but I don't think that's the reason. I think they don't want me to have to see Molly dying. I don't argue with them. All the times I've argued with them in the past to be allowed to see a certain movie, to drink a glass of wine with dinner, to sit in the back of one of Dad's classes at the university listening. I'm old enough. I remember saying, now I don't argue because they know and I know I'm old enough. But I'm scared. The dreams and the emptiness at home are enough. It takes all the courage I have to deal with those. I'm afraid to see my own sister and grateful that they don't ask me to come. When she's at home, my mother stitches on the quilt and talks about the past. Every square that she fits into place reminds her of something. Okay. She remembers Molly learning to walk, wearing the pale blue overalls that are now part of the pattern of the quilt. She used to fall down on her bottom again and again. My mother smiled. She always jumped back up, laughing. Dad and I used to think sometimes that she fell on purpose because it was funny. Molly was always looking for things to laugh at when she was a baby. What about me? Do you remember me learning to walk? Of course I do, Mom said. She turned the quilt around until she found the piece she was looking for, a flowered pattern of blue and green. This was a little dress. It was summer, and you weren't yet a year old. You were so impatient to do the things that Molly could do. I remember watching you in the backyard that summer. You were very serious and solemn, pulling yourself to your feet, trying to walk across the grass alone. You'd fall and never take time to cry or laugh either. Your forehead would wrinkle up as you figured out how to do it right and try it again. I'm like Dad, she smiled. Yes, you are, Meg. And Molly is more like you. I always thought that was an easier way to be. Mom sighed and thought about it for a minute. Well, she said, it's easier for the little things to be able to laugh at them. It makes life seem pretty simple and a lot of fun. But you know, Meg, Mom said, smoothing the quilt with her fingers when the big, difficult things come. People like Molly and me aren't ready for them. We're so accustomed to laughing. It's harder for us when the time comes that we can't laugh. I realized that it was the first time I had ever seen my mother not able to shrug things off with a quick smile and an easy solution. And I knew that, hard as it was for me, with my helplessness, my anger, and the dreams that came like faceless prowlers into my sleep and filled me with fear, it was worse for Mom. Dad and I are here, Mom, I said uncertainly. If that helps. Oh, Mag, she said and hugged me. I don't know what I'd do without you and Dad. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching this. I'll see you guys in the next video later or tomorrow, whenever I get the chance to do so. I hope you enjoyed watching. Make sure to click subscribe and turn on post notifications so notifications say all. And subscribe, put them write something in the comments and say, I subscribed, and I'll be answering and hearting your comments. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. Oops, sorry. Bye. Thanks for watching once again. Have a lovely day.